Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, I have explained regarding what is an data type, types of an data type, and the explanations of set, none, mappings, mutable and immutable data types, along with when to use what kind of a data type in a Python programming language. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video link with your friends and family members. Do like the video, subscribe to the channel, gain the knowledge and rule the world. The classification of data types in a Python programming language has been classified into these types. So first one is a numbers. In this one you have integers, floating point, complex. Among the integers you have boolean. All these we use for the purpose of storing and numbers. Integers, it is used for the purpose of storing a whole number. Boolean, it is a subcategory among the integer. It is used for the purpose of storing a Boolean value that can be either true or false. Floating point, it can be used for the purpose of storing a float number, that is in real numbers with the decimal point. Complex, it is used for the purpose of storing a complex number. And each of these can be used for the purpose of storing a single value. The next, sequences. It can be used for the purpose of storing a large number of values or a collection of values. In this one you have strings, list and tuples. Strings, it can be used for the purpose of storing a group of characters or a group of alphabets or a group of digits or the combinations of those things, even the special symbols. And those has to be written within a single quotes or within a double quotation marks. The quotation marks just indicates the beginning as well as the ending of the string. List, it is used for the purpose of storing a collection of values. Similarly, tuples, it is also used for the purpose of storing a collection of values. Then what is the difference between them? In a list, each of the items are separated by comma and they are written inside the square bracket, whereas in case of a tuple, each of the items are separated by comma but written inside the small parenthesis. And one major difference is in list you will be using a square bracket, whereas in tuple you will be using an small parenthesis, and the tuple values cannot be changed. The next kind of a data type is set. In a set you can use for the purpose of storing an ordered collection of items separated by comma, and the items are enclosed in the flower bracket, that is in curly braces. In the list you will be writing in square brackets, in the tuple you will be writing in small parentheses, whereas in the set you will be writing within a curly brackets. And here there is no duplication of an item is allowed. Then the next kind of a data type is none. It can be used for the purpose of storing a special data type with a single value. It is a special data type with a single value. And why we use this none data type is it is used to signify the absence of value in a situation. That means if a value is not known or unknown, in those cases you can use the value of a variable as none. So the none does not support any special operations, even it is neither a false and even it is not a zero. The next one is a mappings. Data types. The mappings data type is an unordered data type in Python programming language, and currently a dictionary is the only one kind of a data type which comes under the mapping, and it can be used for the purpose of storing data items in key value pairs, and you will be learning in detail regarding all of these things. Set. Set is a data type in a Python programming language where a set is an unordered collection of items separated by commas, and each of the items are enclosed in an curly brackets. That is, this has to be written inside the flower brackets. List. A list is a sequence of items separated by comma, and the items are enclosed in the square brackets. And tuple, it is also a sequence of items separated by commas, and those items are enclosed in the parentheses. Then what is a set? A set is unordered collection of items separated by commas, and each of them are enclosed in a curly brackets. List will be written inside the square bracket, whereas tuple is written inside the small parenthesis, whereas set is written inside the curly brackets. Then what is the difference? A set is similar to list, except it cannot have duplicate entries. In a list you can have duplicate values, whereas in case of a set you cannot have a duplicate entries. And once a set has been created, the elements of the set cannot be changed. Click on Windows logo, then in the programs, that is the applications which has been installed, in that one select Python. Right, so here you can see Python 3.12 64-bit, that one. So just I will resize the screen size. So this is an interactive mode. So here I will create a set with the name set1 is equal to, within the flower bracket I will write 10, 20, 30, within a single quotes apple, within a single quotes mango, close the single quotes, close the flower bracket. So it is just a set of elements. Then I will print this one, print within a bracket set1, close the bracket, press enter. So it is displaying that value, that is the set of value which is present in a variable called set1. Even you can know what type of data type it is by writing print within a bracket type within a bracket variable name. So variable name is set1, close the bracket, again close the bracket, press enter. So it will show class set. It means set1 is a variable of type, that is a data type of type set. And one important thing I have told regarding the set is that it cannot have an duplicate entries. Now let's check with that one. So I'll consider another variable set2 is equal to, within a flower bracket 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2. Close the flower bracket. So here you can observe I have written 2 3 times. Okay, press enter. Then now print within a bracket set2, close the bracket, press enter. Now you can see it is displaying 1 2 3 4 5, whereas 2 has been repeated 3 times, but that is not considered That is, a set does not allow and duplicate entries. So this is regarding a set data type in an Python programming language. None is a special data type with a single value in an Python programming language. None is a value which is given to an variable. And why we use none value? The none value is used to signify the absence of a value in a situation. None supports no special operations. It is neither the same as false nor zero. So none value does not support any special operations, and it is not same as a false or zero. It is just used to signify the absence of a value in a situation. That means if a value is not known, if a value is not applicable, in those cases a variable will be initialized with the value called none. That is, a none is a special data type with a single value. Just I will open the Python interpreter, click on the Windows logo, and just you can type in the search as Python. Then you can see here and Python, that is IDLE Python. This is an interpreter. So just I will minimize this one. Okay, this is an interpreter where you can execute the commands or you can write the programs. So now here I will take a variable called my age is equal to, I will give the value as none. Then press enter. Now I will write print the variable name within a double quotes, that is print type bracket open the variable name as my age, close the bracket and then close the bracket. So just see what will be the result. It will show the class is none type. That means it is a data type of type none. So if you just write print within a bracket variable, that is my age, close the bracket, press enter. So you can see it is displaying the value as none. That means a variable can be initialized with the value none when it does not have an value. That is, in case of an absence of an value, we can initialize a variable as none, and that particular variable will be considered as an none data type. Okay, it is considered as a none data type. Mapping data type. A mapping is an unordered data type in a Python programming language. Currently, there is only one mapping data type in a Python programming language, and that is called as a dictionary. What actually the dictionary mean? A dictionary in Python holds data items in key value pairs. That means the values for a dictionary in a Python programming language will be given in pairs, and that pair is a key value pair, and each of those items, that is a key value pair in a dictionary, are enclosed in the curly brackets. That means those values are written inside the flower brackets. A dictionary will be allowing us, that means it permits faster access to the data, and every key is separated from its value using a colon sign. Every key is separated from its value using a colon sign. The key colon value pair of a dictionary can be accessed using the key. The key value pair of a dictionary can be accessed using the key. The keys are usually strings, and their values can be of any data type. The keys are usually the strings, whereas door values, that is the values of the key, can be of any data type. In order to access any value in a dictionary, we have to specify its key in square bracket. In order to access any value in the dictionary, we have to specify its key in a square brackets. Just I will open the interpreter of Python. I'll just minimize the size of the screen of the Python interpreter. This and command interpreter mode. So here I will create a dictionary. For example, dict is equal to, within a flower bracket I will write an ordered pair of key and value. Key, for example, I will write fruit colon and its value as apple, close the single quotes, and each of them has to be written within a single quotes. Within a single quotes, fruit colon, again within a single quotes, apple. This is the first ordered key value pair. Then I will write another one, for example, climate, single quotes close, colon, the value, just I will write as an hot, comma, another one I will take, for example, I will take price within a single quotes, in price in kgs, I'll close the single quotes, colon, and its value I will write as 100. So just I have considered 3 ordered key value pairs, and each of them is separated by comma and written inside the flower bracket, and I will press enter. So just I have created a dictionary variable called dict. Now I will print this one. Print within a bracket, if I write dict, that is a dictionary, close the bracket, then it will display all the ordered pair values in a dictionary variable dict. Suppose if you want to access any of the specified key, that means if you want to access any value in a dictionary, we can specify that in key in square brackets. That means, for example, if I write print open bracket, within that dict, that is a variable of a dictionary, within a square bracket you need to write the key value. For example, if I write the key value as climate, close this key value, within a single quotes it has to be written, then after that close the square bracket and then close the small bracket. So now you can see the output, it displays as a hot. That means if the key value has been given as a climate, then the value for that one is hot. Similarly, if I write print within a bracket dict, within the square bracket the key value, for example, if I write within a single quote price in kgs, single quotes close the square bracket and close the small bracket. Now it will give the value as 100, because that is the key value. Okay, that is the value for the key called price in kgs. Similarly, if you write fruit, then it will be displaying as an apple. Print within a bracket dict, within a square bracket, within a single quote, the key value as a fruit, it has to be written within a single quotes, close the square bracket, close the small bracket, so it will display the key value for the fruit as apple. So in this way the dictionaries can be used. And another one way of classifying the data types in an Python programming language is mutable and immutable. The Python data types can be classified into mutable and immutable data types as shown in the figure. In the mutable data types, we'll be having list, sets, dictionary. Whereas immutable data types, integers, float, boolean, complex, strings, tuples. What happens when we try to update the value of an immutable variable? When we change the value of an immutable variable, the old variable is destroyed and a new variable is created by the same name in the memory. So what actually the mutable and the immutable data types mean? Variables whose values can be changed after they are created and assigned are called mutable. Variables whose values can be changed after they are created and assigned are called mutable. That means those values can be changed once they have been created. The variable whose values cannot be changed after they are created and assigned are called immutable data types. While variable values which can be changed after they are created and assigned, those are mutable. Variables whose values cannot be changed after they are created and assigned are called immutable. When to use which type of data type in a Python programming language? It is preferable to use the list when we need a simple iterable collections of data that may go for frequent modification. That means when we need a collection of values and those collection of values may need to be changed frequently or which has to be modified frequently. In those cases you can take the data type as list. For example, if we store the names of the students of a class in a list, then it is easy to update the list when someone leaves the course and when some new students joins to the course. And when to use the tuples? The tuples are used when we do not need any change in the data. For example, names of months in a year. So in an year, the months values will not be changed. So it will be remaining the same throughout the year. For that purpose, those kinds of the values to store, you can choose the tuples. When to use the set? When we need a uniqueness of elements and to avoid the duplication of those values, then it is preferable to use the sets. For example, the list of artifacts in a museum. If our data is being constantly modified or we need to have a faster lookup based on the custom key, or we need a logical association between a key and a value pair, then it is advisable to use the dictionaries data type. Example, the phone book is a good application for the purpose of using a dictionary. So this is about deciding which kind of data type can be used in an Python programming language. Hope you have enjoyed watching the video and you have learned some of the concepts. Like the video, share the video link with your friends and family members. If you like to encourage me to do these kinds of videos, share your comments in your YouTube channel, that is giving the feedback, as well as share more and more number of video links of mine with your friends and family members. You can also send any amount, even a single rupee, and there is no any compulsion, to my mobile number 9986133188 as a token of getting some knowledge from this video via Google Pay or an Phone Pay. and it is not compulsion to send an amount. If you like to encourage me to do the videos, and if it is helpful for you, do gain the knowledge, rule the world, enjoy learning.